guys, so I'm dreadfully behind in unboxing this box, which is the Wonderful Objects box. If you are unfamiliar with Wonderful Objects, if you haven't seen my previous video for them, they do a subscription box that is kind of storytelling themed. It's a little bit different than kind of your standard subscription box where you just kind of get a bunch of collectibles in a particular genre and there you go. What Wonderful Objects does is they basically create a theme, usually something that's very imaginative and requires the imagination. And right before they actually send you the box, they send you out a teaser. And that teaser is supposed to give you a hint as to what kind of imagination voyage you're about to embark on. And that comes about 3 weeks before your actual box arrives. Now again, I'm significantly behind in opening this box, so it's been more than 3 weeks. But if you haven't seen the teaser for this, I will include a link down below. Definitely go check that out and then come back and take a look at me unboxing this box. So let's go ahead, and if you're ready to go on this journey, let's go ahead and check this out. So part of the magic of the Wonderful Objects box is that the objects in there are intended to kind of take you along this story. So when they are creating these boxes, it is a quarterly box. And when they're creating these boxes, it's about more than just the items in the box themselves. It's also kind of about the experience and the storytelling aspect of it. So bear that in mind. I do know that they have a children's version, so if you're looking for a really kind of neat box to share with your kids, this might be a fun option for you to think about checking out. But let's go ahead and see what voyage we're going on. Now, my speculation, I believe the final speculation that I arrived at with the teaser was that this was going to be something kind of time travel based. But let's find out if I'm right. So the way that this arrives is that you get a box that's kind of wrapped in tissue, and then you get the adventure, the open me first and the letter. So it's sealed in sealing wax, and here we go. We have this neat little card, and I will read to you the adventure. What if the constellations invited you to a celestial forest ball? Deep in a charmed wood, constellations deign to leave the heavens and dance among summoned dreamers. From fairies and finery to ancient philosophers, conversing with the stars they named, mischievous goblins and endlessly waltzing sisters, their terrestrial guests appear at the sound of the lyre. How did you find your way here to the forest ball, you ask? You merely fell asleep, my darling. Asleep under the warm glow of a gifted crystal, walking to a swirl of silk and the scent of pine on cool night air. 1,000 sights and sounds await as you traverse this land of enchantment. Entering as an honored guest, you step into the grand clearing, where before you lies a tabled array of cherry cracknels, sugared amaranthine blooms, and great urns of wild blackberry honey. Enclosed are your wonderful objects. Use them well and find us again. Creatures who grace these gilded woods are waiting for you, fairy, sprite, and star folk alike, waiting for you to lose yourself under the emerald boughs and pearl chandeliers dripping with halcyon lights, waiting until your eyes close once more to sleep, perchance to dream. Ready your dancing shoes and breathe deep your lavender. We wait in that place between dreaming and waking. We wait for you always. And then on the back is the spoiler card, which I'm not going to look at just yet. So that is our adventure. We're not time traveling as I thought. We are apparently going to a mystical ball, which is appropriate for this October fall time of year. And as you saw in the teaser, or if you went to go look at the teaser, we got some incense, which definitely kind of invokes that whole, you know, dancing in the forest with tents and lights and Renaissance fairs and all of that stuff. So, all right, so first up we have a print, and it looks like it's a print of the 12 Dancing Princesses. I'll have to check the spoiler card, but that's what it reminds me of. You've got a whole bunch of women in fancy dresses kind of making their way through a forest on their way to a ball of some kind. Let's see, are there 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. I'll have to see what the spoiler card says. Alright, so next up we have some stationery cards. Oh, how neat. Okay. What is this? Can I read this? Ah! It's a letter from our hostess. Let's see if I can read it because the cursive is a little bit difficult for me. All right, and part of it's in French. I'm not going to read the French part. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to read French. So Entropy and the rest of the muses have been flurrying about for weeks, readying our wondrous glade. I am pleased to say that the darkening of the sun has only brought in a new age of starlight. Nothing shall eclipse our... I don't know what that word is. It looks like it says gastic. I don't think that's what it actually says. Nothing shall eclipse our something. I count the minutes until we again share this night with you. From the work, Pliny the Elder will be traveling so far to share to the orchestral arrangements of our Ptolemy. Is that how you say his name? I've never known. I think it's Ptolemy, right? Brilliant, disheveled Ptolemy, who named the brightest of the stars, granting to me my own humble name for my celestials and myself. These visits with him and these few dreamers who answer the lucid call are cherished events. I cannot fail to mention that all 12 sisters will grace us in their threadbare slippers. Okay, so that must be the 12 Dancing Princesses. Okay. A whispered rumor skips about that they may be endowed with branches of the wish-granting rose laurel, gifted by the stargazer himself. And the incense was rose scented. So see how the story weaves together. Okay, Vega asked me to recount the lore of the sisters each time we pass over the clearing. So enamored by the tale after all these sidereal years. Can you imagine what passion we would muster to obtain our fiercest desires? She asks, yearning for our time in the forest to return once again. That time would remain incomplete without you. To be sure, imbibe the vials of blackberry blossom honey we sent along when the hush of night draws nigh. To what dreams may come, liar. So that is a note from our hostess. And included in here are some constellation cards, and these are actually really cool. So you have the constellation and the art card. And in this case, it's Andromeda is our main focus, but there's others too. And then on this one, we have a whole bunch of them. We have Lacerta, Cygnus, Lyra, Eupacola, and Answer. I don't know all of those, but so there's the art card. But what is cool about it, and I don't know how well that'll show up, there we go, is that there's pinpricks on the card. So the idea is that in the dark, you can cast a light through the card, and on your wall, you'll have the constellation, what the constellation would look like. So that's neat. I like that. That's very fun and cool. All right. We have a Soothing Sleep Sachet from Calliope Estelle Apothecary. And it is a lavender scented, which seems appropriate. So that'll help me, a little aromatherapy to help me sleep. And we have a scroll that is tied with a vine. It's actually a ribbon, but it looks like a vine. So let's see what this has to say. Hopefully I have an easier time reading it than I did the letter. Alright, so our scroll, oh, it's some sheet music. I don't read sheet music, unfortunately, but it's neat. So, it's called In the Beauty of the Twilight by Chauncey Haynes. Please deliver this new arrangement to Master Ptolemy's. Remind him he cannot be late. Had word that all 12 sisters will be attending. All my love, in Turkey. Keep close watch for the developing... Keep close watch for the darkening of Helios and make sure amaranthine blooms are placed prominently. And then remind Pliny that we still need him to commit to speaking on his selenite studies. So we have music, sheet music for the event, and also some last minute party preparation notes from our hosts. So that's cool. Tie that back up. Alright, next up we have a bag of, oh, these must be our honey sticks. Oh, and it feels like they leaked a little bit. They did. They leaked quite a bit, but these are our honey sticks, and the things that they're tied to are pretty stuck together. So that didn't travel quite so well, but that's kind of a neat idea. Alright, we're going to set those aside. I think I'll probably have to discard those. Hopefully they didn't leak too badly on the other stuff that's in here. Alright, next up we have a very heavy kind of velvet bag, which hopefully isn't sticky with honey. This is very heavy. We have a green velvet bag with something wrapped in tissue. And this is really heavy. Is this a candle? Or a statue? Oh, it's a crystal. Wow, this is big. Look at that. Wow. Okay. So it is like a crystal pillar. This is solid. It is heavy. But it's got a hole here that I think you can probably put like a tea light in. We'll have to check and see if there's anything else in there. But you could probably put a tea light in there, or even like a colored glow stick and have it be colored. That's cool. Alright, let's see if there's anything in here that goes with it. I don't know what this is. It's a stick of something. Ah! Haha, it undoes. Is that a pen? I think that's a pen. It's like a pen, but in a, like a gem covering. Like mother of pearl or something. How cool. Alright, we'll have to take a look at that. And then next up we have a notebook to write down all my dreams in. A diary of my adventures. So pretty kind of standard lined notebook with the bookmark. So these are always useful. And then we have Dreams and Destinies. Little magazine. That's got like all kinds of information on the products that they and where they came from, but they're done in kind of old school representations, old ads. How fun. Okay. And then I think there's just one more item in here. which might be for our pillar. Yep, it looks like it's for our pillar. Let me just make sure that there isn't anything else in this rick-rack down here. Nope, I think that's it. Alright, so our last item is, I believe, what is for the pillar, because it's got a cord. And yeah, it looks like this is a little light for our glass pillar. And it looks like it's just got like a little bulb with it. So you would put that in here and then put that in here. And then how does it just lock in and stay? Oh yeah, so it's got like a thing here that you can then insert into the area and then for the cord. So what makes that idea really cool, of course, is that this looks like it's kind of a standard Christmas bulb. So, you know, I could certainly get different colors of them and play around with that. So that's actually really, really cool. So I'll have to play with that later. I'm not actually near an outlet to fiddle around with it, but if I get an opportunity to, I will try to put that together and, you know, shoot a little extra video to tack on at the end of this one. So those are all of the items in our wonderful objects. Daydreaming, going to the night ball in the forest. So let's take a look at our stuff here. The princess is on the way to the dance print, the crystal skyscraper lamp, and the Northwest Blackberry Blossom honey sticks, which unfortunately didn't quite manage to make it to me intact, so I won't get to try those, but they're appreciated. The Mother of Pearl refillable ink pen, the constellation cards, the sleep sachet, the notebook, the hand-rolled incense with wooden holder, which is what I got in my teaser, and then the extra stuff, the notes and stuff like that. So very, very, very cool. So I hope you enjoyed taking a look at wonderful objects. Again, if you are a lover of storytelling and kind of that fantasy aspect, definitely check it out. This might be a really good box for you that's different. You have kind of more of a daydreamy aspect in terms of getting surprise boxes. This might be something that's more up your alley, so definitely check it out. I do have another one of these boxes here that I haven't unboxed yet, and the reason is I misplaced the teaser. It's in my room somewhere. I haven't been able to find it. I think my cat might have actually absconded with it and either taken it under the bed or into the closet. So when I do find it, I will definitely get on unboxing that, because I have another box here that I haven't been able to show you yet because I haven't gotten to the teaser. So wish me luck. I'll find it. I will. I will see you guys next time. I believe I have one more of these boxes coming. I signed up for a year's worth, so I believe I have one more that should be coming over the winter, because it went winter to winter, and I will be delighted to show that to you as well when it arrives. So stay tuned for that. See you next time. Bye.